We have now browsed through every window on Absinthe 5, covering all of its features and individual parameters. So, by this time, you should know how to choose and mutate a sound from the library, edit an existing waveform or create it from scratch, select macro controls to control parameters on the fly, generate, filter, modulate, and process new or existing sounds, set your audio's envelope reaction to every note being played, apply and tune your effects on the master audio, and finally set your LFO to cause, for example, vibrato or tremolo effects over your oscillator or voice. By combining these features, you can generate a specific soundscape or virtual instrument that you might have in mind, whether you are a sound designer or a musician. In this video, we are going to review some of these features and combine them to create a soundscape from scratch. When you have a specific audio result set in mind, the best thing will be to try and find a similar preset that you can edit and tune towards your main goal. Most of the time you can find excellent results within the soundscape or instrument library, and trying simple modifications with this practical virtual keyboard and the fine-tuning menu can get you to achieve amazing results. These two buttons at the left of the virtual keyboard are a sustain and a hold button. The hold button holds a key until you press a different key. As for the sustain button, it holds every note until you press the sustain button again. In order to test these commands, I'm going to pick a preset from the Soundscape menu. Let's say, for example, this bright area preset. With the hold button on, you can see that a note is held until another note is chosen. With the sustain button on, you can pick several notes to sustain until you press the key again. This is excellent to do quick sound tests and adjustments. But you can also compose soundscapes using the same method over an instrument. Let's try, for example, an organ preset and just set the timbre as a clean to narrow down searches. Excellent. You can really achieve an infinite number of results by editing or mutating the parameters of different presets. But now, I am going to try and combine some of Absinthe's parameters to create a new sound from scratch. On the File drop-down menu, click New Sound. I'm aiming for a dark and natural sound, but first I'm going to guide my way through a synth kind of sound. I am going to use oscillator A to generate a saw waveform and set the number of voices in the Uni menu to 3. Next, I'm going to apply a bandpass filter over it and set it to a value around 1200 Hz. In the second module slot, I'm going to apply a wave shaper to have a more noisy and dynamic result. From the wave shape menu, I am just going to test a couple of them. Now, in the master channel, let's run another filter to warm up the sound a little. We have almost reached a nice sawtooth synth effect with just a couple of pushes. Now, let's move this attack on the envelope window and set the sustain mode to a loop mode. In the last slot, I'm applying the etherizer effect, and I'm going to try and push that grain effect to a limit so that I can get a really immersive and dark effect. The possibilities are endless. I'm keeping this sound just in case by saving it as Alien 1. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to shape and process a sound coming from other input sources. Stay tuned.